Hi, I'm DiEdwardo. Today I'm here to talk about zombies. The author, Zora Neale Hurston, may be the creator of one of the first creative nonfiction works about a real-life zombie. In Tell My Horse, her 1938 recounting of her field work in Haiti, she talked about what she'd seen. Archetypes are personified symbols of various human qualities. The zombie is the archetype which is rebellious and out of harmony with the laws of nature. Upon the creation of a zombie archetype, the writer creates a new reflection of the present reality. As a writer and teacher of writing, I involve my students in the creative process with the use of zombie themes. By engaging a pop culture meme, I propose that zombie acts as a meme model, changing the paradigm of writing classes to include students as doers, thinkers, publishers, editors, and concept mappers. As a vital part of my 21st century pedagogy, the zombie offers me the chance to reach my students by telescoping into a subgenre of horror with characters who oppose humans, who wish to create a most fulfilling life without bringing harm to themselves or others. The writer's mind grasps the archetype as a mythical figure separate from reality. The zombie archetype is a meme that holds the power for a time during the plot to restructure and re-envision death. However, I am looking for roots in the short stories and poets that I know. For the purpose of study, I have also delved into literary research for clues. Furthermore, Haitian folklore and the works of Zora Neale Hurston underlie important elements of the archetype. Both Poe and Hurston modify the zombie archetype as a reflection of their cultures. Poe may be credited with the zombie archetype to promote self-efficacy, and also we can write novelettes and explore zombies and faith. Alternatively, poetry workshops during writing sessions offer students active learning. I focus on the pedagogy of the poet, which is based on place memory of the supernatural, reflecting on the process and designing of life story projects about a living or deceased person's home or vacation spot act as a metacognitive preliminary activity. Writers and poets act as visionaries who compress emotions into words. Zombie archetypes offer visions of experiences beyond the human realm. Zombie archetypes of the masculine and feminine reverse roles and create death as a paradigm for healing in this life on Earth. Zombie meme tells us that imaginative literature and film reveal cultural patterns. We are a grieving culture. We are a spiritual culture. We are not alone. We can write based on past cultural milieu. We like to use meme to represent ourselves. Zombie archetypes include the following: grieving culture, spiritual culture, saddened culture, gathering of dead ancestors, history of myth, and other memes such as photography, comics, dance, music, and art. The value of any experience derives from the reflection. My own mythic adventure into the world of zombie archetypes includes the creation of my own male and female zombie archetypes based on a weird but interesting experience. I incorporate the story into some of my books, and currently I am editing my own books on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Modern encounters with death may bridge the transformation in the literature classroom from just observer to doer. Zombie archetypes may act as historically spiritual foundations. Now let's look at the two chapters that I wrote in Spatializing Social Justice, Literary Critiques. This book was published by Hamilton Books in 2019. Zora Neale Hurston is chapter 3 for her main critique. Let's look at that first before the reflection. Poetic Praxis, Sound, Space, and Language. Through the study of the novels of Zora Neale Hurston, we intend to design a book that relates Hurston's writing to poetic praxis. We decipher signs in literary texts as a symbolic manipulation of the reader by the writer. The signs of space and language as symbolic and allegorical patterns act as contextual frameworks. We define spirituality in writing. Furthermore, the signs are symbols that cause the viewer to question Zora Neale Hurston's reaching out to our hearts and minds with her writing. The most important aspect of the short story is that it is a literary powerhouse. Hundreds of writers and artists lived in Harlem in the 1920s and 30s and were part of a vibrant creative community that's found its voice in what came to be called the Harlem Renaissance. Hurston wrote Magnolia, and it is a beautiful short story. Magnolia, the character, she is a flower. The end title is Magnolia Flower by Zora Neale Hurston. Zora Neale Hurston may be also the creator of the river as a character in this short story. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.